Once upon a time, in the heart of Igbo land, among rolling hills, hot and forests, lay a small village called Idumuku. In this village lived a young maiden named Ujunwa, a girl of extraordinary beauty, grace, and intelligence. She was the daughter of a widower, a man of few words but deep pride, who had raised her with the values of integrity and strength. Ujunwa was admired by all. Her presence lightened up every corner of the village. Many young men sought her hand in marriage, but she was selective, carefully considering the character of those who approached her. Her beauty and virtue made her the object of desire, not just for the common men of the village, but also for the four sons of a wealthy and powerful man named Nze Okonkwo. Nze Okonkwo was a very rich and respected man in the village. He had four sons, and three out of his four sons were very arrogant and disrespectful. But the last born, whose name was Udonna, was very intelligent, respectful, and kind. He was his father's favorite. Udonna was the first among the four brothers to develop interest on the beautiful damsel called Ujunwa, but lacked the courage to approach her. But he narrated his interest on Ujunwa to his siblings, and out of jealousy, his three brothers, namely Obi, Chima, and Kene, they came together and decided to go approach Ujunwa first before their younger brother. Udonna learned about his brother's betrayal and was sad by their action. So Obi said to Chima and Kene that he will be the one to go first to approach Ujunwa. He went to her with a self-assured smile, his voice carrying the weight of his pride as he approached Ujunwa. Ujunwa, do you not see the fortune that stands before you? The most beautiful maiden in this village could be my wife. Together we will not just be another couple, we will be the pinnacle of power and influence, and the envy of every man, woman, and child in this village. The wealth of my father, the strength of my brothers, and the respect of the elders, all of it could be yours. You should feel honored, Ujunwa, for I offer you a future that others could only dream of. Marry me and the world will know our name. He paused, letting the weight of his words sink in, his eyes fixed on Ujunwa, as if daring her to refuse such an offer. He continued, reject me, Ujunwa, you will regret it. No one else will offer you what I can. This is your chance to rise above your station, to walk beside a man who is destined by greatness. Do not be foolish. Choose wisely. Ujunwa, looking straight into Obi's eyes, her voice was steady and unwavering. Obi, you speak of wealth, power, and status as if they are the only things that matters. But I am not swayed by such things. I seek something far deeper. I need a man who sees beyond my beauty, who values my heart, my mind, and my spirit. I need a man who will truly respect me for who I am. She paused, letting her words hang in the air, her voice becoming more resolute. You may offer riches and admiration, but those things will fade. I desire a love that endures, a partnership built on a mutual respect. And if you cannot offer that, Obi, then I am not the one who will regret this decision. Obi, she says, I seek more than wealth and status. I need a man who respects me, not just for my beauty, but for who I am. And Obi was sad and felt insulted by Ujunwa's rejection, and told her, for rejecting and insulting me in this manner, I promise I will definitely have my revenge on you. We shall see. Then Obi went back home and told his two brothers, Chima and Kene, his encounter with Ujunwa. Chima decided to go make his intention known to Ujunwa, and Ujunwa, not allowing Chima to complete whatever he wanted to say, she rejected his proposal outrightly, and Chima was very angry and told Ujunwa, you think you can do better than us? You think you are wise, Ujunwa? You will regret rejecting me. And Kene, knowing fully well that Ujunwa will not accept him either, went to Ujunwa angrily and told her, you will regret this, Ujunwa, for having the effrontery to say no to our proposal. No man will dare come near you in this village after rejecting us. Despite their anger, Ujunwa remained calm, knowing that her heart desires something more meaningful and powerful than what those brothers could offer. So after Udonna noticed that Ujunwa rejected his brother's request, He summoned courage and went to Ujunwa and expressed his feelings to her. Ujunwa saw something different in him. Unlike his brothers, Udonna was gentle, kind and respectful. He spoke to her with sincerity and humility, qualities that Ujunwa found rare among men who had courted her. Udonna, softly, with genuine affection. Ujunwa, I know my brothers have approached you, but I am not like them. I admire you not just for your beauty, but for your strength and wisdom. I will be honored if you would consider me. Ujunwa smiling. Udonna, your words are kind and your heart seems true. I will consider your proposal, but know that I value honesty and respect above all. As time passed, Ujunwa grew closer to Udonna, eventually accepting his proposal. They spent many moments together, sharing dreams and hope for the future. Ujunwa believed she had finally found a man worthy of her. However, as their relationship deepened, Ujunwa discovered she was pregnant with Udonna's child. Overjoyed, she went to him, believing he would share in her happiness and stand by her as they had always promised. Ujunwa, excited but with a hint of nervousness. Udonna, I have a news for you. Udonna smiling. What news? I am pregnant. I am pregnant with your child. But Udonna's reaction was not what she expected. Fear gripped Udonna and he was nervous as he considered the consequences of Ujunwa's revolution. He knew that his father, Nze Okonkwo, would never approve of the union without his blessing, especially with Ujunwa, who his elder brothers despised so much for rejecting them. Udonna worried, stepping back. Ujunwa, this is serious. My father, he will never accept this. He will disown me. I am finished. Ujunwa pleading. But Udonna, you promise we will be together, that you will stand by me no matter what. I need you now more than ever. Please, for the sake of my honor and my child. Udonna hesitating. I don't know if I can do this. My brothers, my father, they will turn against me. Despite her plea, Udonna was overwhelmed by the fear of losing his family's support and the wrath of his father. He denied responsibility for the pregnancy, abandoning Ujunwa in her time of need. His elder brother, still bitter from Ujunwa's rejection, supported his decision and further spread lies about her, claiming she was untrustworthy and that the child was not Udonna's child. Udonna, news of Ujunwa's pregnancy spread quickly through the village. The same people who once admired her beauty and grace now turned against her. They whispered behind her back, casting judgment on her. Villagers whispering to one another, have you heard? Ujunwa is with child, but Udonna denies it is his. Such shame she has brought upon her father. They continued, it is a disgrace. She should have known better than to get involved with those brothers. Ujunwa's father angrily scolding Ujunwa, how could you bring such shame upon our family? Ujunwa, you have dishonored me. And for what? A man who won't even stand by you. Ujunwa weeping and pleading with her father. Father, please understand. I thought he loved me. I believe his promises. I never meant to bring shame upon our family. Despite her father's anger and the village scorn, Ujunwa continued to plead with Udonna. Hoping he would have a change of mind, she begged him to accept responsibility for their child and to stand by her, not just to save her from shame, but also to protect their unborn child's future. Ujunwa tearfully to Udonna, Udonna, please, I am begging you. Think of our child, of the life we could have together. Don't let fear destroy what we have. Udonna, turning away, conflicted with resolute. I cannot go against my father, Ujunwa. You must understand. I have no choice. Ujunwa, betrayed, shamed, and rejected by the man she loved. Ujunwa was devastated and was considering suicide because the humiliation was so much on her, but later decided to seek for justice from a higher power. Desperate and heartbroken, she embarked on a journey to a sacred shrine deep within the forest, where it was said the spirits of the ancestors could be called upon to deliver justice. The journey was long and filled with danger, both seen and unseen. But Ujunwa was determined, driven by the pain of betrayal and the need to restore herself and protect her unborn child. After days of travel, she finally reached the shrine, a place surrounded in mystery and ancient power. The air was thick with the presence of the spirit, and the shrine itself was marked by stone carvings and symbols that had been there for centuries. Ujunwa kneeling before the altar, her voice filled with anguish. She shouted with anger, her tears rolling down her eyes. Ancestors of our land, I come before you seeking justice. I have been wronged by Udonna, who promised to stand by me but has abandoned me in fear. His brothers have supported his lives, and now I am left alone, shamed and scorned. I ask for justice, not just for me, but for the innocent life I carry. Let those who have betrayed me suffer the consequences of their action. As she spoke, the wind began to hollow through the trees, and the flames of the candle around the shrine flickered widely. A deep resonant voice echoed through the air, the voice of the spirit responding to her plea. The very spirit voice said, "Your plea is heard, Ujunwa. Justice will be delivered. Those who have wronged you shall be cursed. Their mind will be lost to madness, wandering in darkness, never to know peace again." Ujunwa returned to the village, her heart heavy but certain that justice will soon be served. But days passed by, months passed by, and the mocking continued. And her father was even planning to send her out of his house because he believed that Ujunwa does not even know the man responsible for her pregnancy. All of a sudden, strange things began to happen to Udonna and his brothers. Udonna, once confident and admired, started to lose his grip on reality. He would wander aimlessly through the village, talking to himself. His one sharp mind unraveled with each passing day. His eyes, once full of warmth and charm, were now filled with fear and confusion. Udonna, muttering incoherently, "Who are those shadows? Why do they follow me? Leave me alone." Obi, the eldest brother, began to experience terrifying hallucination. He saw shadows that weren't there and had voices whispering dark secrets in his ear. Chima, the second son, became obsessed with counting grains of sand, convinced that something terrible will happen if he lost count. Kenneth, the third son, was plagued by vision of spirit, causing him to scream. As the villagers witnessed the curse taking toll on the brothers, they realized the power of justice and the consequences of betrayal. Ujunwa, now a mother, teaches her son about the importance of integrity, honesty, and respect. The villagers, once full of scorn, begin to see Ujunwa in a new light. Ujunwa, gently advising his son, "Always be honest and keep your promises. The ancestor sees all, and justice will always find those who do wrong." And so the tale of Ujunwa and Udonna became a lesson for the villagers, a reminder that pride and betrayal lead only to ruin, while integrity and respect are the virtue of a person. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and share.